Hi guys, it's me again, Ruowen Huang. Try to make up to my episode. So anyway, in this particular episode, I want to talk about death. Wow. Literally the world I see is everything about death. But anyway, in this particular episode, I'm just going to answer some questions from a follower who got, so many questions about death. And in this particular death, it's not death. I actually want to talk about a Grim Reaper. It actually took me a while to figure out what this person is called in English, because I actually don't know their name. So hopefully I can answer some question regarding to the Grim Reaper. In this way, it doesn't sound so awful, scary for you all. And let's clear it up, wrap it up as an episode. But then again, this person do have a lot of questions. So before I start, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today's major topic is Grim Reaper, very particularly Grim Reaper. So I will start this episode by answering about 10 questions from this reader about them, and then we go from there. Okay, so she does want to know if they are considered kind of God. God, I don't know. I will say they are higher vibration than human. They are very similar vibration as I call higher spirits. So in this case, I don't know God is the right word to it, but I would say yes, they are higher spirits. So she also want to know from my understanding of 10 level of spirits, which level do they belong? At this point, I would say around seven, based on that, because my level is based on the vibration, right? That help me to understand whom I'm associated with. So in this particular case, I would say they are in level around 7. So in blog, I wrote some blog and say they actually better looking than I thought. So is it possible they are a soul that elevated from a human? In this case, I have to say yes. As I say many spirits are. So in this case, I have to say yes. So if so, why some people can become Grim Reapers? Why? I don't know. Why can they become a Grim Reaper? It's the same thing as some people can become higher spirits. Some people can become what you guys call God, or you know what I mean, right? So in this particular case, based on what I see they are doing, I'm having a laugh myself, but I don't encounter them all the time. Probably only a handful of time. Okay, so later on I will talk about it if the question didn't cover it. Based on what I've seen so far, I say the reason they got selected being a Grim Reaper because they are fast. They are fast. That's where I'm going to categorize it for now, okay? So, because the spirit is not limited by time and the space, so it seems like they are a lot of Grim Reaper. Or it actually only have one. From my personal experience, I have to say it's more than one. I don't know how many, but it's more than one because they don't always look the same, and they are not always the same person from the people I experience with, from the Grim Reaper I experience. So I'm going to say they are more than one for now. Yes, it's more than one. Sorry, being corrected. So among the human, could they also be the reincarnations from the Grim Reaper? The answer is yes. Do they have uniform? I have to say no. Because I've seen them come in very different form or uniform, So yeah, just because they want to know. Seems like Western country and Asian country, they seem to have a different outfit. So she just want to know, are they the same? No, I do see them come in different shape. It just, I do have to say, it seems like being the big black cloak, it seems cooler. Not cooler, scarier. So it got a mysterious look to it. You know what I mean? But so all kind of mythologies, they all have Grim River, the death, or in Chinese they call hell god, or Heidi, whatever name. So are those Green Ripper also a part, like the people who work for the company? They have the people they report to. Do they have people they report to? Okay, the followers do have a great imagination here. Do they have someone they report to? It's like a company. Not so much like a company. It does have a system. Do they have people they report to? I would say yes and no. More no than yes. So I think what their job is, which I will discuss with you later, they can handle it themselves. So I don't think in this particular case they need to report anyone. So in this case, I'm have to say, yes and no. So hopefully that answered the question. I think there's also another question wondering, does the death, if the death is so connected to the death and the hell, right? The death god, the Grim Reaper, is so connected with those two. So, sometimes people want to know, do they always wait there when people dying or die? Oh my goodness, I'm like tongue twister right here. Here, I want to clarify something with you guys. Is the Grim Reaper there all the time when people die? No. The chance is no. As I say, I've been in psychic journey for a long time. I only seen them handful of time. And very particularly case, I see them. I don't see them all the time. Here, to clarify the death, when people are dying, is Grim Reaper there to waiting for you? No. It's really not that bad. If you are not, bad people, you are normal people. Let's just consider you're normal people, okay? If you're normal people, Paul, you didn't do anything bad, and then you are dying, the chances, what I've often seen is your loved one, or the one that you miss, or the one who got that strong connection with you, like already deceased, or higher spirits, or even your, God, spirit guide would be there to guide you. You know what I mean? So this is the common situation I would see when people are dying or dead. The loved one would be surrounding them. So don't fear death. It's really not that bad. It's not like you're scary. Once I die, those old evil skeleton people gonna be around me here to catch me. No, it's not that bad. So what I can generally say is, if people die, they tend to be surrounded by this really warm, protective, aura, or whatever you call it. So usually make people who die feeling safe, and they will be guided to where they should go. So this is a common situation. Now you are asking me, in what situation I will see those Grim Reaper? They are situations like this. So far, the experience I have encountered them is they particularly there to catch those spirits, most spirits that have been hiding to grow or evolve to the next level, or being running, or being, try to disguise themselves, in some people, which they do sometimes. So in this case, I will see when people are dying or something happen, they are there to catch those spirits, not particularly in someone who is dying, or they're not even dying. Sometimes if they are like disguise themselves around certain people, then I do see them sometimes. They are there to catch those spirits. So not so particular those normal spirits. You just find. So I will start to. I would say I started to have an understanding of them is they are not there, or at least the person that you guys call death, or the person you guys call Grim Reaper. This particular person is not there to make sure you die. not so much. They're probably there to make sure you die if you tend to be a spirit who like to run from your own responsibility or hide or get away or things like that. If you have that tendency, which you will always see, you will have that tendency before you die anyway. So if you have that tendency, then most likely you will encounter those type of spirits out there. And I do have to say, they are really not as ugly as you guys think they are. Or I don't know, maybe they just project who you are. Because in this higher spirit, you never know, right? So I personally don't think they are scary, or I personally don't think they are ugly. In some random curiosity, as I say, I'm curious all the time. I did notice they are actually better looking than I thought they were. Better looking, actually quite good looking, if they are human. So I would say, in regard of people believe under the black cloak, they are skeleton face and all that. I have not met one like that yet. So because I have not met one, and as I say, I met about good 5 of them. I have not met one like that yet. So at this point, I'm gonna have to say no. And the reason I say no is because I haven't seen one, and I don't know is it because they look like that. I believe that's the way they look. Or in another case, they simply reflect how you project them to be. So in that regard, I don't know. So the other thing I do notice is they are fast. And when I say they are fast, they are really fast. I have once encountered a very particular case, with a woman store a furniture that happened to be, somehow liquidation from crime thing. But the crime thing somehow, like, furniture store a lot of spirits that basically been hiding there and things like that. So when I somehow traced down and figured out what that furniture is, and then there were so much that was like the first time really freaking me out. Like, first time there are so much spirit just come out. You guys all know what it's like, right? When you go open a cave and then dark cave and you stir the bed and all of a sudden bat flying all over the place and kind of freaking you out. That was kind of experience I have. And in that moment, that's the very first time I see this so-called Grim Reaper, able to catch all, I would say, not kidding, somewhere between 300 to 400 spirits, flying spirit at once in very short time. So that's why I say they are fast, faster than, I ever seen or I ever experienced. So anyway, just some little question answering to help you solve all the myth around this particular figure. Like, if you think they're always there for you, no. Here, let me clarify one more time. No, they don't stand next to your bedside just to make sure you die. No, they don't. If it's time for you to go, you will go. And the chances, if it is time, you will go. And assuming you are a normal, nice person, human being who have done nothing wrong in your life, you will most likely surrounded by a warmth, of light that make you feel safe, protected, and guided. And then the person that you will see, unlikely is him. Person you will see is most likely is some spirits that pass away that have very strong connection with you. And then later on we talk about why, in some episode we talk about why are those people, why are not those, God. And if not them, you will be guided by the highest spirits or sometimes your own spirit guide. So hopefully that will clear the myth of death. In regardless, people, they do exist. Grim Reaper do exist. First myth, are they skeleton face? No, they're actually quite good looking. And I'm not even joking. Then, why are they there? They are there to particularly catch the spirit who have tendency to hide or run away and not dealing with their own, or don't want to deal with their own consequence. You know what I mean? We all know everything we do comes with a consequence, right? So somehow before we die, if you're the person who continue doing things without thinking consequence, before you die, trust me, it will all become very clear to me. So it did come across to some people, some spirits, at least I did encounter them, like right before they die, they are very aware of what consequence they will deal with. In this particular chance, you will most likely deal with their Grim ripper. And then you will say, is it possible to hide away from them? If they are not next to you, you may get a chance to get away with it. But from what I've seen so far, I do have to say, if they are somewhere visible area, there's no chance you can hide, really. There's no chance you can even run because they're fast. So are there only one? So far, as I say, no. There are quite a few of them, and I don't know what's a few. I'm going to have to say there are quite many of them. So the best thing we can do is really be a nice human being. Do what things we do. If you know there's a consequence, deal with it. Deal with it when you're still alive. Don't wait until you die. Because seriously, we don't know what comes next. And I don't even want to know what comes next. So, as I say, in hell, there are different levels. And I think I mentioned about it before. So, anyway, hope that answered you guys' question. Again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website, ruowen.com. Till then, I see you guys next time. Bye!